So, we don't really like to name drop on the show, but who are some of the biggest stars you've worked with?
Well, on my way over here, I started thinking about, I guess that one of the biggest stars was Paul McCartney. And that's something that Midtown supplied cameras and technical services for. So he was down at the Gleason performing, and now it's the Fillmore, I guess. But he was rehearsing for his tour. It was about 3 years ago, 4 years ago maybe?
The hurricane season, man.
Yep.
When it was Wilma and Charlie.
Yep. It was a while ago, but there we were, and you were there too, and we were there listening to Paul McCartney do Came In Through the Bathroom Window, and it's weird to see and to hear someone so awesome that you've always listened to, and when they're done with it, you could hear a pin drop. There was no applause because there was nobody there. It was just us, so it was wild. It was great. He was very, very cool, short, but cool. It was great because he was shorter than I, and so I felt good about that.
So you also did some work with Bill Shatner. I think we got a clip of this. Why don't you set that up for me?
Yeah, my work really is very diverse. It goes from one extreme to the other. Bill Shatner, a project came to me last year. He recorded an album in '05 with Ben Folds, and the album was called Has Been. And a choreographer in New York heard the record on NPR in an interview that he was doing, and said, I really like that, and went out and bought the CD, and then decided to create a ballet to it.
So do we have that, Verge? Let's check that out.
Let's check it out.
Do a ballet of my record? Are you crazy? Of course. Using my streets to learn. If you learn to play the drums, you gotta go to a studio, go to a parking lot, for God's sake. Why are you jeopardizing my life? You want to sleep with common people? You want to sleep with common people like me?
I was crossing the snowfields in front of the Capitol building. It was Christmas, and I was alone.
I was in my first year out of school. And I was a pretty lonely kid. I was a very lonely kid in Montreal. What Margot did was use her dancers to capture the words.
All right, so every now and then things go wrong on a show.
What happened? What happened exactly, Jess?
Well, I'll tell you all about it afterwards.
Okay.
But what I'd like you to tell me about is a project that you were on. Something went awry, something that was on the brink of disaster.
A perfect lead-in. Yeah. A perfect transition.
Totally. So something was about to go wrong. The whole thing was going to burn down, but for you saving it.
Yeah.
Tell me how that
Yeah,
went.
I have that story. The odd thing about it is I actually wasn't on set when it happened. I was playing the producer role. I was doing something for Shakira. A bunch of material had come to me to put together for one of her DVDs, DVD content. And it was last minute, of course, and it was a pretty big project. And it was last minute to the extent of send the file tonight, and tomorrow we're pressing 100,000 copies of this, and it's being shipped kind of thing. Well, I realized they had sent me this awesome footage from all over the world, and one of the particular areas they liked had come from the Middle East, and it was the shot was establishing a city from a balcony and then panned over to these two window washers who were singing some beautiful melody while they were washing windows. And everybody liked this clip. Everybody liked the footage. They wanted me to include it. So it was included in the piece. And at the very, very last minute, I said, you know what? I don't know what they're singing because it's not in a language that I know. And so I called up a friend of mine who got me in touch with the University of Miami a language arts professor. And he called me back 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And I'm sitting there waiting to send the file. And he says, I don't think you want to send that file. They're chanting the Quran and something about down with Western civilization. So probably the greatest thing that I ever did in production was not letting that go out, because that would have been catastrophic. That would have been catastrophic.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm proud of that.
So we were hoping for a second clip. I guess we didn't have a second clip of this, but you do a lot of work with this, I don't know, hip hop artist, Florida?
Well, no. I mean, my work is really super diverse. I mean, the other clip that we had that got corrupted was a Flow Rider clip from MTV. So, and it was a 2-minute package that MTV aired earlier this year. And it was, it was a simple ENG thing, but it was shot well. And it had the texture that a good DP or a director is always looking for, something with character and texture. It was one of those old burnt-out buildings down in over by the Ice Palace downtown Miami. So it was a perfect venue for this hip-hop artist. So 2 or 3 minute segment. So from Flo Rida to William Shatner to Shakira, I mean, my career has been, and I've been blessed by that, very diverse.
All right, Kev, we got time for one last question
Okay,
for
cool.
you.
Shoot.
On the last show, we pointed out the inextricable link between journalists and superheroes. What is your superpower?
My superpower is that my passion and my energy is the same as it was when I first stepped on the first set and first put the camera on my shoulder, 26 years ago. And my motto is, nobody's going to care more about it, nobody's going to give more, and nobody's going to work harder than me to achieve the ultimate goal that we always look for. And that is something that we're proud of, that represents us, and is in part who we are as artists. Because, what we do, unfortunately, is kind of who we are. And so that's my motto, whether it's a 1-camera production or it's an 8-camera high-def production for music, or it really doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter the production. I'm always going to feel the same way. I'm gonna want to walk away with it, from it, proud, and like I did a good job.
Awesome. Well, Kevin Layne, FortiLayne.com. Thanks for joining us today.
All right, Jess. All right. Am I leaving now?